Thank you for joining Lifestyle Unplugged with Monica.
And Lauren.
Good afternoon, Lauren.
Hello. Are
How
you
are you?
thawed out down there?
We are. We are
Yeah.
finally thawed out. I worked muscles I haven't worked by trying to
Mhm.
break up ice,
Ew.
lots of ice. Yeah. But it was a nice change of pace for us down here.
Mhm.
I did blame Elsa, as you know.
Yes, she did.
hmm And my sister sent me a picture, as you know, of
Mhm.
Elsa in handcuffs, which I thought was
Mhm.
really funny because I did blame her. And my sister didn't know this. She didn't listen to the podcast or anything. And she sent me a picture of Elsa in handcuffs. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I said on the podcast, that
Yep.
Elsa's to blame.
Mhm.
And then I sent it to you.
Mm.
And
She did, guys.
my one thing was make sure Andy doesn't see this.
She did. She did tell me that. And you guys know what? Andy saw it.
Yeah. Tell them how Andy saw it.
I forget. We were like texting. And so I had my phone because I have the little phone holder in my car.
hmm
And the picture of Elsa was on the screen. And Andy's in the back seat going, Mommy, what's that picture? I was like, what are you talking about? On your phone. I was like, "Oh, no." And so I had to tell her, I was like, "Oh, she was just being silly with the policeman. Why are they arresting Elsa?" So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She
Yeah.
specifically told me not to show Andy, and
I
Andy
was like,
saw it.
Andy would be devastated if she saw
Mhm.
this after coming
Mhm.
back from Disney and on her little Disney high with Elsa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of her Disney high, so Andy got ear tubes this week, and on the way it was our first snow of the season in
See?
Idaho
Your
here.
wish came true.
It did. So which it actually worked out in my favor because we got there, everybody else was running late because the roads were bad, and so they got her right in,
Yeah, that's nice.
but they put her in the room. The children's hospital people, they're just the best, but they had this giant frozen sled sitting on the bed waiting for her,
No
and
way.
it had Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Sven, Olaf. It was perfect. And then as they're wheeling her into the surgery room, they started playing Let It Go to let her sing Let It Go until she fell asleep.
Oh.
It was really cute.
Okay, can I just ask why aren't adults treated this way?
Honestly, same. And then they gave her a cute little pillowcase. Oh, and then Elsa, her doll, went into the surgery room with her and came out
uh,
with a little bandage. They bandaged her little doll.
okay, that's adorable.
It was really cute. So
Okay,
props to St. Luke's and Boise.
so let's just talk about that for a second
Mhm.
because that is really understanding your
Yes.
patient and really creating an experience for them that's
Your
not
customer, yeah.
negative.
Mhm. Yeah.
A time that could be super scary for a kid is now a
Mhm.
very memorable experience.
Mhm. And before she went in to go to sleep, they asked her what color popsicle she wanted when she woke up, and that's the first thing she said when she woke up. "Do I still get my red popsicle?" And they brought it right to her. It was cute.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. What a great
Yeah.
experience. And yeah, hats
Yeah.
off to them.
Yeah.
Children's hospitals are amazing.
They
Like,
really are.
they just get it. They
They do.
understand the bigger picture.
And I love they always have therapy dogs or there's just always something fun happening there.
Seriously, I think regular hospitals should take a look at what Children's Hospital do
Mhm.
and up their
Do it for
game.
the adults.
Just
Agreed.
just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can God forbid how much it would cost, but anyhow, that's
Yeah,
another
insurance
story.
companies. Yeah, we don't wanna get into that. That aside, it was a really good experience,
That's
and
awesome.
yeah, she was back to herself by the afternoon. I mean, it's such an
Yeah.
easy 5-minute procedure, but it can still be scary when you're a little one.
Oh, yeah, it only takes 5 minutes?
Mhm. We were in and out of the hospital in under 2 hours.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, that makes it much better. So, one thing that I was kinda thinking about, I was thinking with all this ice that we had about
Mhm.
people's events that probably had to be canceled due to the
Mhm.
weather because 'cause we're in Texas.
Can't drive on ice.
Not only can you not drive on ice, but you don't plan for ice typically. When you're planning your
Oh,
event,
well, yeah,
like,
that's fair.
months ahead, ice is not what you're thinking of. I just saw so many things being canceled, and it's kinda interesting because it made me think, like, all the churches had to cancel, and I thought, this is how COVID has prepared people to be a little bit more versatile. Before, church was just canceled. Now it's like, just watch it on TV. Just turn on your Facebook and watch it via Facebook or your YouTube, whatever it may be.
Well, so first, I think let's talk more about canceling and whether it's when it's the right thing to do or not. If there is ice on the road and people are going to either have to drive or walk to where your event is, probably good to cancel, especially in the 55 and up communities. We had icy sidewalks and, it's they don't have to drive anywhere, but I can't have them walking to the
Mhm.
clubhouse and
Yeah.
God forbid slipping and falling. So, if safety is a concern or if a tornado is coming, those types of things,
Yeah,
cancel your event. But
definitely.
outside of that, I think Monica and I agree that you hold the event at all costs. The show must go on.
Yeah, that's our basic premise. Like, obviously, there may be extenuating circumstances that may be even outside of weather, but if you can pivot something, and let's give some examples, Lauren.
So I have scheduled a paint night for two in one of our communities where we're doing canvases where, your paint and sip instructor comes in and one canvas is one side of the painting, the other canvas is the other side. And it's a cute little thing. It was intended to be for couples, but it's lots of well, not lots. I've had two mothers sign up with their daughters. So, with this event, we had said we need at least 10 people to sign up to have the event because it does not make sense to use that much of our HOA funds for 4 people. So, Monica has helped me brainstorm how to pivot this.
We'll find out if it was a good idea.
I'll let you know soon. And doing more of a what did you call it?
Well,
A f
recreating it, and so
right.
there is a show on Netflix called Failed It,
Mhm. That's it.
and it comes from the whole Pinterest thing when people would, like, recreate something and they're like, "Nailed it, like, I did it." Like, some professional did it, but I was
Mhm.
able to recreate it and I nailed it.
Mhm.
But a lot of us amateurs, we
Mhm.
fail it more than we nail it. And so there was a great show called Failed It, and it was actually really funny. Some people were like phenomenal, and you're like, wow. And then other people could not recreate the cake or could not recreate the cookie or whatever it was.
Right.
And it was a lot of fun. I mean, because you can laugh at yourself.
Mhm.
You're able to see how your art or your goods compare to your neighbors. And there's only 3 people on Failed It. They compete
Mm.
to against it's just like 3 people.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes, and so this idea, you can do your own Failed It event where
Mhm.
you can have someone decorate this really cool, like, cake or
Mhm.
whatever, or cupcake or whatever. I usually do a large cupcake and then bring in some unfrosted cupcakes
Mhm.
and then have them recreate it with the frosting. And anyways, it's because that's a really funny event. But what Lauren and I were talking about was, taking that event that she
Mhm.
only has 4, instead of having a professional come out, is going to Michael's and getting some canvases that don't cost that much and some paint and doing a failed at paint party.
You know what? I just remembered.
Mm.
The dollar store has canvases with
Yes.
paintings, like the outlines already on them, and you just paint them in. I should I
There
could just
you
get
go.
those and be like, "It'll look professional," but
Yeah.
really, we're just coloring and having some sips together.
Yeah. That's really cool too.
Hot chocolate sips, I guess, since it's m mom and
Yeah, I
daughters.
was wondering about that if in Idaho you guys did things differently.
Well, if it was the intended date night, it could have been wine, but
Like, you're getting your daughter's drunk up there. All right.
no, no. It's so interesting, and this is gonna take a turn, and I'll bring it back, but this community is begging for adult-focused events and, like, step away from the family stuff, do
Mhm.
something for adults, and that's where I was going with this paint night, date night
Uh-huh.
thing. Mother-daughters.
Is it on a Friday night? Saturday night?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Is it have you surveyed your residents lately?
Yeah, I mean, in the last quarter.
Okay, well, that's recently.
Mhm. Well, I didn't know if you meant, like, last week.
Are you surveying weekly? They're like, "Lauren, enough.
Leave us alone.
We
Go
know
plan an
about your
event.
events." No, so I guess in their surveys, do you see them leaning towards anything in particular? Like, things that interest them?
I mean, they say crafts. They say block parties, which I can't do a block party right now because I don't have an
Yeah,
indoor
yeah,
amenity. I don't everything they say, I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." And then either
they don't.
it just doesn't what is coming through in the surveys is not what's actually coming to life at the events or
Alright,
invited
here's
events.
one thought.
Okay.
Maybe it's the women taking the survey and not the man. And the woman is like, "I like crafts and I want date nights."
Mhm.
And then she's like, "Honey, there's a paint night." And he's like, "Go with your girlfriend or take,
Take our
Louisa."
daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, I that is not for me, honey.
Maybe I should do a male only survey. Is that allowed?
I'm
Or I could say, "Are you" No. I'm gonna work on this.
maybe
I'm
it's
gonna
a
stick a pin in this
it's
idea.
a household survey
Where
and where
Yeah.
if everyone in a household fills out the survey, then they get entered into a drawing,
Mm,
meaning that if you're, if there's only one like, if it's a single, like, person,
right.
whatever,
Mhm,
single parent,
mhm,
well, they get full credit for it, right? Like,
mhm,
them
mhm.
and their kid, the kid gets to fill out a couple questions, whatever. Just spitballing here.
Yeah. Welcome to the conversations of Monica and Lauren as we just brainstorm.
Or you could have, um, a section on the survey specifically, like, asking like, you can
For
have, like,
spouses.
a family section and then
Yeah.
individual interests.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on this. I feel like we could do a survey episode where we can
Okay.
dive into that a little more.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was just, like, have a really good idea now.
Well, tell me.
Well, now you could have, like you could ask questions, like, are you into, A, B, C, D, and E?
Uh-huh.
And please select for each party that's interested in this. So,
Mm,
mom would fill in the bubble next to crafts, and we're gonna be very stereotypical. Dad would fill in next to, like, cars. Maybe mom and dad fill in next to, concerts,
mhm,
right? And then you can kinda
mhm.
see who is it pinpointing.
I like it.
That way, it's all in one survey. If they have
Uh-huh.
multiple people, they can fill it out.
I'll just print out some surveys and chase the guys around in the neighborhood saying, "Fill out my survey."
You could do that.
Because part of it is just, like, building that relationship. You're like, "Well, what
Y
do you wanna see?"
well, you could probably I mean, you could also do, like, a a dad's night or
Mm,
maybe maybe the event you do is like a grill master night,
yes. I like that.
and you could do that potentially. I mean, I like that for, like, a summer event, but if you're trying to
Mhm.
get answers from people before summer, try to do, like, some grilling, some interior inside grilling,
Or
if that
some
makes
sort
sense,
of
like a
yes.
cooking class or something,
Mhm.
and that might be it. Maybe you need to do a cooking class because we know everyone likes to eat.
That is true. But to get back on topic,
Squirrel!
so we were talking about canceling events and when to cancel events. I wanted to kind of talk about the market just because that is one that, there was a lot of debate in our first season because our very first season, we were just once a month, and then we had air quality, I forget what it was, like, you could barely see the door 10 feet away from you because of the smoke in the air, or we had temperatures over 110 degrees, so, it was always, "Do we cancel? Should we have this outdoor market?" And the one thing that we just kept saying was, "If we cancel, they're not gonna be able to rely on us, and this market is never going to get up off the ground."
Mhm.
So, to me it is better to still have an event and have a low attendance
Mhm.
than for people to say, "Oh, that sounds like fun," but who knows if they're gonna have it or not. You
That's
start to
ex yeah.
lose that trust.
Mhm. That's exactly it, because what you're building is the trust that if
Mhm,
I show up, you're gonna be there. Where I see this happening a lot is in new developments
mhm,
because they don't have that many people yet, and
mhm,
it's a great marketing play to have these type of markets because it brings
mm,
people in,
mhm,
hopefully from the outside as well. What I've We did a market as well, and what we had to do with some of our vendors is promise them a minimum,
mhm, mhm,
and then we would then ask them for gift cards. And
mm,
so let's say I'm going to tell the food truck, I can guarantee $200. And if for some reason no one came in and bought anything, then I would get $200 worth of gift cards that at the next market I could use
mm,
as a way to incentivize people to come. Or if I was buying some candles, or if a candle maker was there and I said the same
mhm,
thing, then I could either get candles and have them at a different event or whatever. But that way, it's not like we're paying for nothing. It's kind of a
right,
win-win. So that's some vendors will require that. If yours
mhm.
don't, then good. But if you do, that's one way of kinda taking it and pivoting into a way that it can be a win for everyone.
Same for food trucks.
Mhm.
So, I don't know about where you guys are, but the food truck minimums are
Yes,
getting insane.
they are crazy.
And so, what we're not going to be doing it this year because 'cause we're finally hitting them. But, it used to be whatever your sales are will make up the difference to hit your minimum,
Mhm,
but nothing gets people out like free food. So, instead
mhm,
of paying for nothing, we were doing meal tickets if you make a purchase from a vendor or something like
mhm.
that. Like,
Yes,
then your money's going towards something.
yes, I love that idea.
Mhm,
We did something very similar. What I like about that is it incentivizes people to shop, and
mhm.
so everybody wins.
Yeah.
You're not just
Even if
getting
they're
pe
just buying, like, something small, because they're
Exactly,
doing it for the free ticket, but whatever, you still came to our vendor, you came to our
yeah.
market.
And sometimes it's just, like, unexpected. You may have someone there that has no idea, and then they get
Mhm. Yeah.
a free burger or a free taco, whatever it may be, and you're like,
Mhm.
"What? Sweet."
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back.
The only thing that sucks is that they go to the food truck first. They didn't know.
We do put a sign there in the food trucks, we have them tell them
There you go.
so that
There you go.
we don't have angry people.
Yeah, communication is key in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So, I just think that one thing that we need to do as lifestyle professionals is to push ourselves,
Mhm.
and that is, if you don't have the numbers, one, you have to look at why. Did you get the word out? All that kind of stuff. But sometimes you get the word out and it's just not taking.
Mhm.
And it could be
Mhm.
because there's just a lot going on that weekend that you don't know about. I
Right.
mean, think about the fact that we're both moms of different
Mhm.
age kids. And I know that my daughter every weekend, when
Mhm.
she would play club basketball, we were doing club basketball.
Mhm.
So it wasn't that we didn't want to partake. It's just that we didn't have the opportunity to partake due to her schedule.
That's a really good point that I think what I like to do when I'm kind of planning out my year
Hmm.
is I will get the local school calendars.
Yes.
I will get the local city calendar, whatever I know
Yes.
is busy, the zoo,
Mhm.
and, put it in my calendar, like my
Yes.
personal calendar, because 'cause I'm not trying to send people away,
Mhm.
but then I know not to compete against certain things.
Mhm. Well, and honestly, uh, uh,
Spring
honestly
break, you know?
honestly, all of our lifestyle professionals should be doing that.
Mhm,
If you guys aren't doing that, start doing it.
mhm,
Because to my point earlier, there will always be some stuff that you won't know because
right,
it's per family. But
mhm,
on the community things, on the big activity draws like the zoo,
mhm,
you can play off of them.
Mhm.
Not just like, "Hey, maybe I shouldn't have this event this day," but
Mhm.
maybe it's the celebration of the new elephant, coming to the zoo, and
Mhm.
you can do a lead up to it at your community, you
Well, that's
know?
fun. Yeah.
So there's just a lot you can do, or if you have some kind of a festival that's big, like a potato festival, I'm guessing Idaho has.
Of course.
Okay.
You're, like, on the edge of your seat waiting for me to say no.
I'm like, "Please confirm you have a potato festival."
We have a okay, well, first of all, New Year's Eve, we do a potato drop,
Oh my gosh.
and the potato is as big as a semi truck. They bring it in on a semi. It's not a real potato.
Of course it's not.
Well, I don't know, some people will ask, "Is that a real potato?" And we're like,
No way.
Well,
As big as I mean, got some good potatoes, but semi-truck sized potatoes? That's a lot of mashed potatoes and fries.
yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I got to see the potato coming in on the semi truck this year. It's
That's
like, "There goes our
that's
potato."
that's awesome. But see, you could play ar that's the thing,
Mhm,
like, if you have these certain, like, cultural and community things, your community should really be tying into that
mhm,
because that is part of the culture of your community. That's part of their
right,
identity. It's
mhm.
not like you can ignore that potatoes are a big producer up there.
I really wanna do a potato days this year in my community. I think we're far enough along that I can do that, because the one thing about people in Idaho is they always get super excited about Idaho potatoes because
Yeah.
we ship them out,
Yes, you
and
do.
they're so hard to find here
What?
because we send them out. So it's a
Wow.
big deal to get actual Idaho potatoes. So I think it would be fun to do an
Interesting.
Idaho or like a potato festival and have
Oh my
Idaho
gosh.
potatoes.
I think that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, I envision some kind of a food event where it's potatoes every which way.
Mhm.
Different types of mashed potatoes, different types of fries, different types of gratin, all that stuff.
Mm. Do you
Makes
wanna
me
hear a
hungry.
fun fact about my husband?
I do.
He works for one of the larger potato companies here in Idaho.
Really? So you have a in?
I do. I just no, this is just my favorite part of his job
Okay.
is that he can go up and do, sampling, and it's like a room, and they, like,
What?
open a little door, and they'll, like, slide the product through, and then you have to, like, eat it and, like, take the survey on it, but they get to taste test all their products.
Okay, so do they tell me about this. Do they sell, like, potato goods or just potato like,
French fries, like
that's a
mhm,
job I want.
yeah, and I was like, "Did you taste any new french fries today?"
You need to team up with them and do a really cool event.
"Oh, don't worry, I've got some plans for them.
Okay, let me
I
know
need
and
a
I can
better I love my husband, but I need a better in than him."
Oh, I get that. He's like, "Yeah, honey, I'll ask."
It's like, "Let
Sure.
me just run up to the CEO and ask him." So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm pulling the strings that I can to see if I can get in with them. They do their own massive french fry day downtown Boise every year, so I
I
gotta
know, I wanna
see
come
how
to
I
that.
can. You should.
You need to let me know when that is.
I will.
Okay. Um, but I'm getting really hungry talking about potatoes.
Yeah, it is lunchtime,
Yeah.
for me at
S
least.
it's after lunch for me. I'm gonna go make some potatoes.
I
So,
know, I'm gonna have some french fries for dinner. We are all over the place today, guys.
we are.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm sorry. Thanks for coming on the ride with us today. But I think it's good though. I think it's good to see here's one of the perks about having a lifestyle connection. One of the reasons why we want everyone to engage more on Lifestyle Connect is because
Mm, mhm.
when you can talk it out with somebody that understands what you do and has been in the shoes,
Yes.
so much positive can come from that.
Yes, Monica is my favorite person to call right now because I just even if you just have to vent,
Yes.
my husband doesn't get it. My girlfriends who are tax people or account whatever, they don't get it. My community manager doesn't get it. And
Mhm.
so being able to call Monica and guys, if you want to call and chat, we would love to talk to you.
Definitely.
But it just these connections are I don't I'm sure we've told him, but you and I have not known each other for more than a year.
Uh-uh. Well, we've never met each other in person.
We've also never met each other in person, but we're like besties.
Yes.
So
Yes. Definitely.
we're gonna meet in person next month though. So
Yeah. I'm
it's
looking forward to
happening.
it. It is happening.
But one, that's just lifestyle personalities. Two, like you guys can have this too. So that's
Yes.
what we're trying to give you guys is the opportunity to connect with other people in your industry who get it. And I mean, Monica came in strong with a how do I fix this failed paint night with, like failed at scrappy dollar store canvas painting experience versus
Oh,
canceling it.
give yourself credit. You had the scrappy dollar store perspective.
Okay, well, yes, I did. But
But that's the
but I wouldn't
synergy.
have if you hadn't have said, let's turn it into something
Exactly.
else."
Is what I'm saying. Like it's a it's us just kind of talking it out. It's
Mhm.
just like, you know, I don't know. I had a boss who was an amazing boss, and I would go in and ask him for an answer for a question I couldn't solve, right?
Mm,
I'd
mhm.
go in, I'd be like, so if I did this, what would happen if da 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 da? And he would just look at me. And I'm like, I got it. Like, I know the answer. And he's like, all right, good. You know,
Did he, like,
because he,
telepathically give it to you?
well, one, I think it's, I think from a leadership standpoint, you really want your people to be able
Mhm.
to solve problems
Right.
and you want to empower them to solve their problems.
Mhm.
But I think, secondly, sometimes you just have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Say like, so when you say it out loud to someone else, sometimes you're kind of already thinking about the solution in a different way than if you're just
Mhm.
thinking about it.
Mhm. I would agree. Yep.
And so sometimes just talking to someone about
Mhm.
it can kind of register. And if
It's like,
not,
"Oh."
yeah, and if not, it's just like someone giving you a few sentences that you can understand that's part of
Mhm.
the lingo that
Right.
can also trigger it.
Mhm.
Like we talked about, I'm like, "Do I failed it?" And you're like, "Oh, wait, dollar store, da 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 da." Like,
Right.
now you have 2 different options. And out of one event, you got 2 additional events
Mhm.
that can be low cost or no cost events.
Right.
So, there is a benefit of talking to people in our industry, and that's one thing that
Mhm.
Lauren and I are very passionate about is we believe that with everyone, that our podcast is for being community connectors, that by empowering you all, that you're able to go out and make a positive difference in
Mhm.
your communities. And some organizations have great training programs for their lifestyle people
Mhm.
and community engagement people, and some don't. And
Right.
so we really want to make this an opportunity that if you don't have it, then we'd like to help be that resource and provide it. But if you do have it, maybe we're just just a different way of viewing something
Second
or
opinion. Yeah.
second opinion or looking at something differently. And so I just think there is definitely power in numbers.
Mhm.
We have almost 300 members now in
Mhm.
Lifestyle Director Connect. And now, granted, not all of them are lifestyle, but all of them care about lifestyle.
Exactly. Exactly.
All of
And
them
that's
are
what
invested.
matters. Right. On the note of connecting with people, I did a post last week, and I wanna say it here too. If you guys are going to be in Orlando in February for the Builder Show, let us know because we would love to meet you guys in person.
Yes.
Monica and I will be there. One of my gals is up for Lifestyle Director of the Year,
Whoop, whoop.
and so
We don't spend
yes,
any
you
time
could
together.
experience this in person, but we would love to connect with you. It would be so great to just chat with you guys, and we're from all over the country, so, I mean, it's not we're a baby industry in the grand scheme of things, so let's get together and just support one another.
Well, and on that, this is our moment. Like
Mhm,
lifestyle has kind of been in the background for a majority of communities for a long
mhm,
time.
mhm,
And it's finally getting the recognition that it deserves and the
mhm,
attention it deserves, where developers are realizing they have to have it. And so let's be able to embrace that and really show what we're made of from a
Right.
lifestyle perspective and how resourceful we are. I I don't know, I'm just a big believer in connecting with other people.
Same.
I mean,
Have you ever done the Strengths Finder test?
I've done so many different tests. I've lost track of
I mean,
the
same,
names.
but it's the one where one of them is relator relationships or something like that is your strength.
I've done, like, the dominant, the expressive, the analytical, and the I always forget that last one because obviously I'm not the last one. But yeah.
The disc, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I've done that one.
Yeah, the C. Yeah, me too. Which one were you?
I was expressive dominant.
Really? I
Mhm.
was D all the way.
Oh, I was expressive dominant. I got that's when I was, like, a more lifestyle, like,
Mm,
lifestyle director. As I started to have more leadership positions and more on my like, a lot more on my plate, I became more director. I was like I would
more
have to
dominant,
tell
yeah.
my gosh, I used to start my emails like, "Hi, Jane. I hope all is well, and maybe we can, chat later on for have coffee or whatever," right? Just like
Mhm.
soft language, and then I'd be like, "Do you know when I'm gonna get the spreadsheet? Da 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 da." And then as I became a director, leader of other people, and I had like so many cats. I'd be like, when am I
I
gonna
need
get
this.
that? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
"When am I getting this?" And then I would have to go back and look at my email before I sent it and be like, "Hi, Jane. How are you? Looking for the spreadsheet." Like, I got more I was much more direct,
Direct.
and I actually had to go back and start looking at my emails to make sure that I was tailoring them to the person I was writing to.
Uh, yeah. See, I have I don't an awareness of my
Mhm.
directness. It can be very intimidating to people, and I don't and I'm not an intimidating person, but
No.
via email, it might seem that way. So I that's one reason I love AI. I'll, like, write an email and I'll think it sounds nice, and I'll just be like, "Is this rude?" And just last week, it responded with, "While not rude, it is very direct and bold." I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
wow.
I need to tone it down even more."
Yeah. I've used AI to, debate with my sister,
I love that.
meaning that I'll type up my response, and then I'll take the emotion out of it. Yeah. We just encourage everyone to reach out if you have a question. Feel free to reach out to us.
Mhm,
We have no problem if you see someone that you wanna meet, we're happy to lead the
mhm.
introduction, even if we don't know them.
Yeah,
We'll lead the introduction. Like, this person from our group saw your background and wanted to chat with you or whatever. Or
mhm.
maybe we'll bring you both on for a podcast, Q&A,
No
or
pressure on that first meeting.
I know, I'll tell you about it. But we'll make it look like it's not you. It's us.
So, we'll keep it short today.
I think that's yeah, important.
I can't wait to spend a few days with Monica.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much
It's gonna
fun!
be fun. Well, anyway, so after we pivot my event, I'll follow up on that so that
Yes,
we can see how that goes.
yeah, and if it's a flop, you're just gonna say, "It went well." Just kidding.
If it was a flop, I'm gonna be like, "Monica's idea."
Monica's idea failed it.
No, I think it's gonna be great. On that note, anything else? Any pearls of wisdom for our people
My
as they
wisdom is
start into
done.
the first week of February?
Oh, Lord, that's nuts.
Mhm. Alright. Well,
Mm-mm.
on that note, remember, canceling is a bad look, but pivoting is a power move. We're taking the fail and rebranding it as an exclusive hangout for the chosen ones. Stay
Love that.
scrappy, and we'll see you next week.
I love it. Alright, take care.